Ned, in the past few weeks, we've talked about how much sponsorship money has been coming into Winston Cup Racing. Well, this team here, the Mach 1 team, has not been as fortunate. They've received a partial sponsorship from Banquet Frozen Foods, but it looks like that money has run out.
The Pepsi 400 next week could be the last race for this team if they don't get additional sponsorship, because you simply can't run in a first-class manner if you don't have the money.
Rick Mast is known as a hard-nosed, gutsy performer that night in and night out is one to beat on the Busch Grand National Tour. But while Rick continues to pursue the 1989 crown in that division, in his heart, he knows that Winston Cup is where he belongs. Prior to the season-opening Daytona 500, crew chief Travis Carter called Mast and requested his services for the seat of the Mach 1 race car, which was vacated by Harry Gant in 1988. Despite the absence of a major sponsor, Rick made a huge splash in Daytona, leading several laps of the 500 and eventually finishing a solid sixth. That effort did entice Banquet Frozen Foods to sponsor the team for 3 races. But 3 races does not make a season, and the team is flat out of money.
Travis Carter called me up, and we talked for like 15 minutes, and when I got off the phone, I knew that's what I had to do. We agreed to run 3 races. We agreed to run the Busch Clash and 3 races after that, Daytona, Richmond, and Rockingham. After that, then there's no guarantee of anything. That's the way I approached it. We ran awfully good at Daytona. We went to Rockingham, qualified good. Then Richmond, it's rained out, and we came back to Richmond. We ran good at Richmond, and we had a problem. And then Banquet came on board, and they agreed to sponsor us in 3 races. They went 3 races, then they agreed to do 2 more races, which, you know, it's not a deal where we were set for the season and we've lost everything. That's not what's going on. Everything we've done has just been an added bonus for, as far as I'm concerned, as far as Travis is concerned. The main problem we've had is timing. All the companies, all the big corporations right now, they're working on budgets for 1990. You know, there's some companies that we're talking to that would like to be on the car, but their monies are spent, per se, for this year.
How frustrating has it been for you to be able to finally get your shot at a decent ride in the Winston Cup effort?
Well, it's very frustrating because what you got to understand, Mach 1 Motorsports, Travis and everybody, Mr. Edwards, everybody on that team, they've probably done more with less than anybody in this Winston Cup garage area. Now, that's a mighty bold statement, but I'm telling you it's true. But when you look at the overall scope of things, maybe we're doing better than we should. I don't know. But like I say, like you said, it is frustrating.
Also, you were attempting to run for Rookie of the Year this year. I'm sure you wanted to win that crown. Dick Trickle has run well, and you've run well. But the lack of sponsorship, you may not run past the Pepsi Firecracker 400. How do you have to look at it after that?
Well, my main goal, I'm 32 years old, my main goal is to get experience now. I mean, I realize to win the rookie thing, it would be tremendous for me, but you got to realize, I think it was in '73, Darrell Waltrip lost the rookie thing, and every time I think about running for the rookie thing and not being able to win it, I think, well, Darrell lost it in '73, what the heck. You know, the rookie thing would be nice. It would be tremendous. You got to admit, this has got to be one of the toughest rookie deals ever with Dick and Larry, myself, and Ben and Hutton, those guys, Chad. But, you know, I'm a realist. You know, I'm not going to be pretentious about it. I know what we've got to do to win that rookie thing. Unless we get major backing real quick, we can forget that. And that's really the way I'm looking at it right now.
Well, you guys are looking for a sponsor. The Pepsi Firecracker 400 may be your last race as far as Winston Cup. What happens then to Rick Mast?
You know, we're still talking. Travis is still talking. Mr. Edwards is still talking. We've got companies that's looking at us. We're talking to companies. You know, I feel like, and Travis does too, if we can keep going and make some good showings and keep the thing going, keep everybody alive and everybody's spirits up, by fall, we'll have something cooking for 1990. And if that's the case, everybody look out, because if we get good backing for 2 years, we'll be a championship team. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, Steve, I think he has the talent, and certainly he has the desire, and this team seems to have the ingredients to do just that.
But, Ned, as you said, if you don't have the financial backing, you can't run up front.
Yep.
We need to take a short break.